Morning, all. All right, 2 days worth of games on the board for you. Wednesday, 5 games here, and then 10 games on Thursday. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump right in with the Wednesday games. Starting at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. So they're starting a little bit later tonight than usual. Usually it's a 4 o'clock my time. Today it's 4:30. Detroit 6-7-1 in against the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are 6-9-2. The last time these teams met, it was a very different tale because it was October 10th. Pittsburgh won 6-3. There was optimism in Pittsburgh. There was despair in Detroit, and now things have definitely changed. I'm not saying there isn't still despair in Detroit, but the hope and the happiness in Pittsburgh has somewhat faded. These teams meet again for a third and final time on December 31st. So who knows what's going to change between this meeting and the last meeting. Larkin, 9 goals, 2 assists, 11 points. Moritz Seider, a goal and 7 assists, 8 points. I've got 2 goalies for each team on the board. Does not necessarily indicate who's starting tonight because at this point in the day, we don't know very many who are starting tonight. Talbot, 926 save percentage. Husso, an 811 save percentage. Lyon has been hurt. So, yeah, I would think probably Talbot. Bloomquist, a 904 save percentage for Pittsburgh. Nedeljkovic, an 882 save percentage. And the skaters on the board for Pittsburgh are as follows. Malkin, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points. Erik Karlsson, 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. Also at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Washington Capitals. Toronto's 9-6-2 thus far this season. Washington's 10-4, and of course Toronto coming off of a shutout loss against Ottawa last night. So this is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again December 6th and December 28th. So they'll be done with each other before New Year's. Same as Detroit and Pittsburgh above them. Mitch Marner, 4 goals, 16 assists, 20 points. Of course, didn't have any last night. Neither did Morgan Riley, who has 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. Stolarz, 930 save percentage, started last night. So my guess is it's Wool tonight, who's got a 905 save percentage for the Toronto Maple Leafs. On the Washington side, Ovechkin, 10 goals, 8 assists, 18 points for him in his chase for the goal scoring record of Wayne Gretzky's. John Carlson, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. Logan Thompson, a 910 save percentage. Lindgren, 897 save percentage. I think it's notable that Washington's got that 10-4 record without needing fantastic goaltending to get there. It's been some good goaltending, hasn't had to be fantastic. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Carolina and Utah. Carolina's enjoying this road trip. They're 11-3 on the season. Utah's 6-3 right now. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Carolina on February the 8th. On the Canes side of things, Svechnikov at a point per game, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points. Orlov, the plus-minus leader in the NHL, also has 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Kochetkov, 902 save percentage for him. Freddie Anderson, still 941 save percentage, hasn't played in a while, but that's still an impressive number in spite of that. Nick Schmaltz, still waiting on the first goal. Nick, 12 assists. Let's go. First goal tonight. Sergachev, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points for Sergachev. Vamelka, 899 save percentage. Ingram, 879 save percentage for the Utah Hockey Club. 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, LA and Colorado. So I haven't looked at the schedule. My guess is ESPN's doubleheader is Detroit and Pittsburgh, followed by LA and Colorado, which would mean this wouldn't start on time. Although with the way these are spaced apart, Toronto, Washington, Vegas, and Anaheim could be a doubleheader. I hope they're not both doubleheaders. Anyways, that generally doesn't happen. So LA and Colorado, the Kings 9-5-3 on the season. Colorado is even their record at 8-8. They're looking to get above 500. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March 27th and April the 12th. The Kings, Kopitar, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points for him. Mikey Anderson, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points for Mikey. Kemper, 903 save percentage. Riddick, 890 save percentage for the Kings. On the Avs side of things, Rantanen, 9 goals, 12 assists, 21 points. He has been scoring again lately. Girard just got his first goal to go with 8 assists for 9 points. Annunen has an 894 save percentage. Georgiev, 862 save percentage, but that has come up from where it was. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start as well between Vegas and the Anaheim Ducks. Vegas is 9-4-2 on the season. Anaheim's 5-7-2. These teams met October 13th. Vegas won that matchup 3-1. These teams meet again December 4th and December 23rd. So there's another team that's going to be, or another series between 2 teams that'll be done before Christmas. Vegas, Tomas Hertl, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. More of a depth scorer, I guess, with Vegas this year right now. Shea Theodore, a goal and 10 assists for 11 points. Samsonov, a 906 save percentage. He has, of course, been out for a bit. Aiden Hill, 875 save percentage. So they want that to come up. On the Anaheim side, Troy Terry, 5 goals, 6 assists for him. Zellweger, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points on a blue line that doesn't produce a ton of goals and points. Dostal, 922 save percentage. Got upstaged a little bit by the returning John Gibson, who has a 950 save percentage going into this one tonight. All right, which brings us into Thursday's games. Thursday, of course, being a 10-game night, it's going to be busier. There's 4 games at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 1.5 an hour later, 2.5 an hour later, 1 hour after that. So there will be 8 games on at the same time briefly, and then there's 2 late games as well to keep me busy. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Philadelphia and Ottawa. I have no clue what's going to happen in this one. Philadelphia 6-8-2, been winning and getting into games that you don't think that they're going to, and almost losing games that they shouldn't. Ottawa 8-7, they lose games against teams they shouldn't and beat teams that you don't think they will. These teams meet March 11th and April the 13th as well as tomorrow night. On the Philadelphia side, Konechny, 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points for Travis. Sanheim, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points for him. I put 2 guys named Travis on the board. Ersson, 902 save percentage. Totally not intentional if that's the case. And Fedotov, 851 save percentage. But the last time we saw Fedotov, I thought he played his best game in the National Hockey League. So maybe that 851 is going to be brought up, and we won't be talking about his low save percentage anymore. On the Ottawa side, Stützle, 7 goals, 13 assists for 20 points. Chabot, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. Forsberg, 905 save percentage. With last night's shutout, Ullmark has his save percentage up to 904 on the season, which is a little bit above average. Not bad. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Winnipeg and Tampa. Winnipeg is, of course, 15-1. Tampa Bay 7-6-1, and they're one of the teams that Winnipeg's beat this year. That was a 7-4 win on November the 3rd in Winnipeg, of course. Velarde, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. Pionk, 3 goals, 14 assists, 17 points. Comrie, 914 save percentage. Hellebuck, 934 save percentage. And, of course, we all know how well Hellebuck's been playing. Kucherov, 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points for the Bolts. Hedman, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. So, again, he continues to produce pretty darn well. Johansson, 866 save percentage for him. And Vasilevsky, a 910 save percentage for him in the Tampa Bay net. If it's Vasilevsky and Hellebuck, get ready for a fun one. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between New Jersey and Florida. And if you're thinking, didn't we just do this? Yep. This is fun, as I mentioned in last night's review, when a team plays in the same city 2 nights out of 3 nights, or if they're 2 nights in a row. I think it means that second game is going to be fun. New Jersey won last night 4-1 in Florida, and on January 14th these teams meet again. That'll be in New Jersey. The Devils are 11-6-2. The Florida Panthers 11-4-1. Timo Meier, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. He's been productive. Dougie Hamilton, pretty good lately. A goal and 13 assists, 14 points. There was a panel that was debating who might get on the Four Nations Cup. I saw recently somebody brought up Dougie Hamilton. Everybody laughed and went, Dougie Ham, nah. And it was like, yeah. And since then, he's been scoring pretty well. So maybe Dougie was watching that one. Allen, 914 save percentage. Markstrom, 908 save percentage. The goaltending's been good this year for New Jersey. On the Florida side, Reinhart just keeps clicking. 12 goals, 12 assists, 24 points. Nate Schmidt, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points from the blue line. Spencer Knight, 897 save percentage. Bobrovsky, a very un-Bobrovsky-like number of 895 for his save percentage. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between San Jose and the Rangers. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again March the 29th in San Jose. The Sharks are 5-9-3, and they're getting better. To the point where I credited them with 6 wins in their last 8 instead of 5. And the Rangers, 9-4-1 record for them on the season, coming off of a rough loss against Winnipeg. We'll see if they take it out on San Jose or not. The Sharks, Toffoli's been stuck at 6 goals and 5 assists for a while, but I threw him on the board. Jack Thompson, 10 games, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points for him. Vanacek, a 903 save percentage. Blackwood, a 910 save percentage. The goaltending's been good in San Jose. On the Rangers side, Panarin, 10 goals, 12 assists, 22 points. So ho-hum, he's on pace for over 100 points. Adam Fox, still looking for that first goal. He does have 12 assists, however. Jonathan Quick, 964 save percentage. Igor Shesterkin, a 913 save percentage. This feels like a game Quick's going to get. So we shall see. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between St. Louis and Buffalo. This is the first of two meetings. They'll meet again December the 29th. So there's another matchup that'll be done before New Year's. St. Louis is 7-9. They really need this one. But so does Buffalo. They're 7-8-1. And for Buffalo, they're trying to get that roll going and keep it going. On the St. Louis side, they need to start things rolling the other direction because it's been bad lately. Kyrou, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points for Jordan Kyrou. Colton Parayko, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points for him from the blue line. Hofer, 903 save percentage for Joel Hofer. Binnington sitting at an 887 save percentage for the Blues. On the Buffalo side, Tuck, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points for Tuck. Byram, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points on the blue line. I believe he's a +7 as well. Levi, 866 save percentage. Luukkonen, 903 save percentage for UPL. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Boston and Dallas. They always put this game in the middle of a busy night. And it's too bad because I love watching Boston and Dallas play each other because I don't really care who wins. Dallas won the first meeting October 24th by a score of 5-2. Boston's 8-7-2 on the season. Dallas is 9-5. I figure Dallas needs this a little bit more than Boston, but we'll see who wants it more. Zach has been more prominent lately. 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Puck started going in the net for him. And McAvoy had a couple of points last night. He's got 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points on the season. Swayman's save percentage is getting better. 896 save percentage. And Korpisalo sitting at an even 900 save percentage. Keep in mind that the save percentage in the league is right now sitting at, I think the average is 897 or 898. On the Dallas side, Duchesne, 8 goals, 10 assists, 18 points for him. Thomas Harley, 1 goal, 6 assists for 7 points. DeSmith, 929 save percentage. Ottinger, 914 save percentage for Otter. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Montreal and Minnesota. These teams will meet again in Montreal on January the 30th. The Habs are 5-9-2, coming off of that big 7-5 win over Buffalo. Minnesota 10-2-3 on the season. So for the Montreal Canadiens, Suzuki, he kicked the slump in his last game. He's got 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points now on the season. Lane Hudson, 10 assists for the Calder hopeful. Montembeault, 890 save percentage for him. Primo, rough number, 845 save percentage for Caden Primo. On the Minnesota side, Matt Boldy, 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points. Brock Faber, 2 goals, 7 assists for 9 points. Fleury, 904 save percentage for him, which is pretty good. And Gustafsson, better, 919 save percentage for Gustafsson. Since it's Montreal, maybe you give Fleury that game. Might be his last chance to play Montreal unless he plays on January 30th in Montreal. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Nashville and Edmonton. These teams have played each other twice already, so this is the final meeting. Nashville's 5-9-2 in part because of Edmonton. Edmonton's 8-7-1. Edmonton's won both games in regulation, so if Nashville had won both games in regulation, they'd be 7-7-2. We might not be hearing so much about the need for a rebuild. Edmonton won October 17th by a score of 4-2. They also won 5-1 on Halloween. So tomorrow night's the last night they play each other. O'Reilly, 3 goals, 7 assists for Nashville on the season. Yossi, 1 goal, 10 assists for 11 points. Saros, 911 save percentage. Wedgwood, tough save percentage for Wedgwood at 841. On the Edmonton side, Draisaitl, 12 goals, 8 assists for 20 points. Ekholm, 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. He's known more for the defense than the offense, but he's good at both ends of the ice. Skinner, 881 save percentage. Pickard, 886 save percentage. Those numbers need to come up for the Oilers. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between the Islanders and the Canucks. This is going to be pretty unpredictable, too. These teams will meet again in Long Island on March the 26th. The Islanders are 6-6-4. They've started collecting overtime and shootout lost points, but Vancouver's been collecting those this year, too, so this one's probably going to go to overtime. Horvat, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. He loves to score against Vancouver. Pulock, 6 assists, and I say that just because they traded him, so of course he's going to love to get goals and points against Vancouver. Pulock with 6 assists, which is tied with Dobson for the most amongst their defensemen right now. Sorokin, 915 save percentage, whereas Varlamov, 887 save percentage. So things have definitely flipped early in the season. Sorokin's back as the starter in New York. JT Miller, 5 goals, 8 assists for 13 points for Miller. Quinn Hughes, 3 goals, 13 assists for 16 points. And then, are you kidding? Let me just go ahead and fix that. You know, I had the entertainment guy set this up, and he puts Lehkonen instead of Lankinen. Who does that? Lankinen, 911 save percentage for him in the Vancouver net thus far. Shelov's 808 save percentage. He did make a few saves in that last game he got into in relief. He did bring a save percentage above 800. And noteworthy is that he did get to go down to Abbotsford, and he had a pretty good start there. So if he does get the start against the Islanders, here's to hoping that he has his best start of the year. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Chicago and Seattle. It feels like Chicago might be turning the corner, but they have to beat Chicago if they're going to show that it's sustainable. This is the first of 3 meetings. They meet again December 19th and March the 18th. Chicago 7-9-1 on the season. Seattle 7-8-1. On the Chicago side, Bedard, 3 goals, 10 assists for 13 points. He's due for some goals. Vlasic has just the 7 assists. Vlasic seems to impress the announcers a lot when they see him for the first time. So look for some impressive reactions from Seattle announcers because Vlasic's pretty excellent on that blue line for Chicago. Mrazek, 905 save percentage. Soderblom, 933 save percentage. On the Kraken side of things, McCann, 8 goals, 11 assists, 19 points. He's back to scoring like he did a couple years ago. Montour, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points for him on the blue line. Grubauer, 877 save percentage. That needs to be better. And Decord, 916 save percentage for Joey Decord of the aforementioned Seattle Kraken. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always, which equals your picks for the games as well. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.